In this video, we will learn about DevOps way of working. How does it differ from the traditional way of working? Along with that, we will also see how does DevOps way of working aligns better with the delivery of business outcomes. In a traditional way of working, we find that the customer value is delivered in every 6 months, which in the context of today's fast-paced world of rapidly changing customer needs is slow. Then there are frequent failures that happens due to manual deployments. Along with that, there are outages in the production environment when a new product feature or product enhancements are being deployed. Another challenge with the traditional way of working is that there isn't a well-established feedback mechanism. This means that the feedback of the customer prior to the product being launched in the market isn't very frequently received, and hence the feedback isn't incorporated. Quite a large number of processes are manual and tasks are repetitive. This means that there are chances of errors that can be introduced in the system. In addition, it also introduces the risk of burnt-out employees and hence raises the risk of attrition of talent. Another key drawback happens to be the lack of the right set of measurements, metrics that can provide an opportunity to identify areas of improvements in speed, quality, and security. So, how does the DevOps way of working differ from the traditional way? Instead of customer value being delivered in every 6 months, using DevOps practices, customer value can be delivered on demand. Frequent failures due to manual deployments can be completely eliminated through the implementation of continuous integration and continuous deployment practices. There doesn't need to be any outage in production environments if proper deployment patterns like blue-green deployment is adopted. In DevOps, feedback mechanism through telemetry is implemented. This means there is significant focus on measurement, which not only accelerates the feedback loop, but also leads to identifying opportunities to improve the system. In a traditional world, quite a large number of processes are manual and tasks are repetitive. These can be automated through the right set of DevOps practices, which in turn can reduce the possibility of errors. Another benefit that this would provide is the fact that team will be doing more meaningful work, put more emphasis on innovation, thereby their morale will be high. To enable the DevOps way of working, the focus should be on the DevOps 3 ways. This was documented in the novel The Phoenix Project, which was written by the pioneers of DevOps. They are Gene Kim, George Spafford, and Kevin Baer. The first way, which talks about work flowing in one direction, and that's in downstream direction, essentially tries to optimize the flow of value within the system from left to right. The second way, which talks about creating, shortening, and amplifying the feedback loops, is about ensuring feedback is shared across every stage of the DevOps lifecycle and moves from right to left. The third way, which is about continued experimentation, focused on the building a culture within the organization, which is optimized for learning and sharing knowledge. The intent of the team is to build cutting-edge products by achieving mastery through experimentation. This concludes our video on DevOps way of working. In our next video, we will learn about how to visualize DevOps as a product and how can we put together a strategy and roadmap for the DevOps journey.